So an updated Gallup survey on U.S. stock ownership shows that the number has actually moved even higher. Take a look at that, folks. We're near the all-time record. But here's the thing. Only 22% of Americans think that equities are the best long-term investment, barely edging out gold and significantly below real estate. Now, someone who actually knows a thing or two about both, Rob Luna, Wealth Academy founder Rob Luna. So, Rob, let me ask you, what do you tell investors? They come to you, I'm sure this is the first thing, like, I got a bunch of money or I want to be rich. Which is the best long-term investment, real estate or stock market?
Well, I think if you look at the numbers, the stock market has absolutely been the place to build wealth for most investors. But when you think about it, Charles, they're just not that familiar with it. So I love seeing this increased ownership across the globe of stocks, because that, quite honestly, for most people, they're not going to be able to afford real estate starting out. Everyone can put in 50, 60 bucks a month into the stock market. You look 10, 15 years later and you've built some wealth. So I think this is one of the best places for the average investor to park their money.
Now, this is in your wheelhouse, of course, but just how much should individual investors take control? Like, I know you help, you teach, you train people to be great investors and traders. Just how much? Because, listen, I know a lot of folks are like, I've got a 401k. Almost everyone tells me that's not enough, and they do want to have some more control over what they're investing in.
Well, look, no one cares more about your money than you do, Charles. So I advocate, even if you're going to use a financial professional, you should be educated, because we all know all financial professionals are not created equal. So I think you need to read, you need to learn about the stock market, about real estate investing. You can't delegate that to somebody else to take care of your own future.
Now, here's the problem when you read about the market. Depends on what book you read, because this market has changed a lot. The modern market, well, I mean, look what we see. We see trades get crowded quickly and expensive. I don't care how conservative the sector is, the stock. Everyone loves it. Everyone piles in. It goes straight to the moon. Every Wall Street analyst chases it. Then all of a sudden it does a supernova thing. It blows up, and they move on to the next thing. It's tough to sort of be able to hopscotch that area. So how do folks get around that and still maintain the focus on long-term appreciation?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question, Charles. And like you said, the algorithms have really made this game a lot differently. So if they're looking for a good book, I put one out there, you put one out there. Those would be two that I would shamelessly recommend. But look, Charles, I think for most investors, if you have a 401k, you have to invest there, because that's free money when you get an employee match. And look, the S&P 500, if you're not going to do anything else, has been a very, very good place to park your money. I advocate for doing a little bit more than that. Look at some of the names that you own, but take a longer term view. One of the things that investors can do to really reduce risk is lengthen their time horizon. I think that's what most people have to do.
Yeah, Taylor Riggs loves to say time in the market, not timing the market. By the way, I love the word you use. Operative word is that you own these companies, folks. As a shareholder, you are part owner. Hey, less than a minute to go. Let's talk about a couple of ideas you like here. I know you like Tractor Supply, and Lyft. Talk about those for us.
Yep. Yeah, so Tractor Supply, I think this demographic change where people are moving into rural areas, especially with the cost of housing, is going to continue. This is a company that actually just it's pulled back now, but a new 52-week high today. They continue to understand their customer, and that's what we've been talking about. You look at Walmart versus some of these other ones who aren't executing. They're going to be opening 90 new stores a year. If you're looking to play the pet space, they also own PetSense. It's a great long-term play, Tractor Supply.
Yeah, it's one heck of a well-run company. Hey, Rob, thanks a lot, my friend. Let's talk again soon.
Thanks, Charles.